I'm very much behind on things in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG over the past like 4 to 5 days because I had a bit of a busy weekend. I've been on vacation, so I'm trying to do a catch-up day today and go over all the reveals, talk about stuff and whatnot. And we're gonna start that off with the TCG exclusive archetype Beetrooper, which looks fantastic on the surface. There's obviously a lot of things that are going to have to go right in order for it to be impactful, including like what people playtest it with, whether or not some existing insect support like Cocoon of Evolution and Cocoon of Ultra Evolution and other ones end up, coming to fruition. But on the surface, it looks like a really good TCG exclusive archetype, and I'm excited about that because we typically do not get good TCG exclusive archetypes anymore except Plunder Patrol. We reviewed Beetrooper Scout Buggy in another video. I will, briefly refresh my thoughts on that there. Unfortunately, there are no high-res images of the card yet, so this is a little bit blurry, and I do apologize for that. But for those of you who did miss the other video, it's essentially a tour guide. When it's normal or special summoned, it can special summon a Beetrooper Scout Buggy from hand, deck, or grave, so it instantly sets you up for a rank 3. What makes this card really good is the fact that you can use it when it's normal or special, so it's never really going to be a dead draw, and it does obviously synergize with the other Beetrooper cards. It locks you into insect monsters, which is kind of unfortunate. However, it's only, a temporary setback because you can overlay it for Cicada, or Cicada, however the hell you want to pronounce that. You can overlay it for Giga Brilliant. You can link into one of the new Beetrooper, insect link monsters that are coming out, and we know insects are getting more support in Burst of Destiny, so I would not sleep on this card. I think this card is going to be really solid. However, we got all new support that was revealed by, I believe, Cali Effect on YouTube initially last week as part of Konami's sponsorship thing where they have the YouTubers reveal different things, so on and so forth. So, okay, first up, we've got Beetrooper Scale Bomber. If an insect monster is normal or special summoned to your field, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. So right off the bat, you see how it synergizes with Scout Buggy. You can normal Scout Buggy, special this from your hand, and then revive another Scout Buggy. You've got 3 insect monsters to play with at that point. When a monster your opponent controls, it activates its effect, quick effect, you contribute 1 insect monster, destroy it. It's okay. I don't think that second effect is going to be all that great, but I guess it does put some pressure on the opponent in a bit of a cheeky way. The first effect is really what you'll want to use it for because it is an extender and it does combo with what the deck is trying to do in terms of being able to establish extra deck boards. I almost wonder if like Digital Bugs might see some interest with this because of their synergy and being level 3 and all of that, but I guess time will tell. I like it. It's not anything amazing, but it's a level 3 insect, it's an extender, and it's a solid start for the archetype, so I'm happy with that. This one is huge in my opinion. So Beetrooper Stinglancer, it may not be super clear here. Again, the only images we have so far are pulled from openings that were posted either by YouTubers or like stores that may have opened some stuff early. So there's no super clear translations yet in terms of being able to actually like see a high-res picture of the card. But I imagine within the next week as we get pre-releases coming, we'll get that. This is a level 7 insect wind monster. During the main phase, quick effect, you can target 1 insect in your graveyard and 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, place the targeted monsters on the bottom of the deck. So this is a quick effect that activates in hand, can remove something from the opponent's grave as long as you have an insect in your own graveyard, and then special summons itself. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Beetrooper Spell or Trap from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. This is an insanely good piece of support for the archetype. Now, I don't know what everything else is going to look like yet, like I said already, but this standalone card is really, really good. Being able to take an insect in grave, shuffle it back. Obviously, if you're going first, it's not amazing in terms of like being game-breaking because you're not going to be able to use its first effect, but it's still a really solid card. And honestly, if Max C ever came back, there's an insect right off the bat that would certainly add to what the deck can do. So really, really impressed by this card. I hope that it does end up, being relatively affordable, but if the deck takes off and people kind of gravitate towards it, it may be one of the pricier options just because of its utility. We got a Link monster, Beetrooper Armorhorn, 2 insect monsters. I'm glad they didn't make this exclusive to Beetroopers because insects are in desperate need of support anyway. You cannot special summon except insect monsters, that's fine. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. During your main phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves normal summon 1 insect monster. Wow, that's actually really good. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 3 other insect monsters from your grave, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So it's self-reviving, and it gives you an additional normal summon. I like this a ton. If you use this with something like Scout Buggy, say you haven't done it yet or you've gone about your combos in a different way, you can summon it. This looks solid for Insectors. I am super happy with this, actually. I think it's a really, really good piece of support, and I hope that it ends up making an impact in the deck, without a doubt. I like it. I'm very impressed, honestly. Very impressed. All right, Giant Beetrooper Invincible Atlas. So this is a link 4. Perhaps you can use the link 2 to ladder up into this. While this link summon card has 3,000 or less attack, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay, that's pretty good. You cannot special summon except insect monsters. You contribute 1 insect monster, activate one of these effects. Special summon 1 Beetrooper monster from your deck. This card gains 2,000 attack until the end of the turn. That is pretty solid. So it's a 3k beater that can't be destroyed or targeted if you don't use that effect, and you can always tribute to special summon a Beetrooper from the deck, which could pull out either Scale Bomber, you could pull out your level 7, it could pull out Scout Buggy. Sorry, I'm clicking around here trying to find the tabs I had open. That is a really, really solid monster to build up into. It looks like it's an Ultra. I'm assuming it won't be super expensive, but in terms of giving insects a boss monster in general, I actually think it's really, really strong. At least as an ending board. It's got Megaclops vibes with the option to turn itself into something stronger, so I do like that. Obviously, it can be removed by things that don't target and don't destroy, which there's not a plethora of, but they do exist, so, you know, something to take into consideration. Okay, Beetrooper Spell. I think this is a quick play, but it's a little hard to tell. The pictures don't exactly show what we're going, but we're going to just assume it is. Beetrooper formation, you can target 1 Beetrooper in your graveyard, special summon it, but cannot attack this turn. If also use life points equal to its original attack. If a face-up insect monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Beetrooper token, insect earth, level 3 attack, 1000 defense. Okay, you can only use each effective Beetrooper formation once per turn. So it's a continuous spell, I can tell, based on that verbiage and the way those effects are worded. Obviously, it wouldn't stay face up on the field otherwise. This is pretty solid. Self-reviving once per turn, we like. And token generation, the destruction part of that is going to be pretty tricky, but it's sort of a free resource regardless, because you can revive your Scout Buggy and then revive another Scout Buggy with that card's effect, so it does automatically set you up for recurring plays. I think it's strong, and it's searchable in the deck, so that's definitely an added bonus. And Beetrooper Fly and Sting is a counter trap. When your opponent activates a monster effect while you control a Beetrooper monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it during your end phase. If this card is in your graveyard and you control an insect monster with 3,000 or more attack, you can banish 1 insect monster from your graveyard to set this card. So it's a Gladiator Beast War Chariot, so monster effect negation if you control any Beetrooper, and it's self-setting. If you control the link, you can basically just banish an insect, set it back to the field. I do like this. Obviously, it is a hard once per turn effect, so it's not going to be any kind of game-breaking thing, but this type of counter trap is solid because it doesn't require you to control the extra deck monster, just requires you to control a Beetrooper in general, so it might see some play. I don't know what people are going to end up gravitating towards when it comes to this build, though. Alright, so let me know what you guys think of this archetype. It's the first of a few videos that'll go up today. I'm just getting caught up. Beetroopers do look like they're going to be a ton of fun, and I actually want to see what I can start doing, playing with the deck, what types of combos I can come up with, but Digital Bug is where I'm leaning. Some people might lean towards Inzectors, and other people might lean towards a pure build. Drop the comments down below. If you do enjoy the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you next time.